Hey guys, Tyrannical here, and welcome to today's episode of Tyrannical Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing Takadox and Pridak by TheShadowedOne1. And there's not really anything else that's been going there. There's not really any updates that I need to say or anything, so we'll just dive right into the review. I did say that I was going to review this, I think, in the last episode. I think I mentioned that I was going to review this at some point, but I don't remember when that some point was, but I do believe I have mentioned. I need to plug in my computer. Sorry about that. Yeah, I do believe that I mentioned I wanted to review this at some point. It's like I said, at some point. I just don't remember when. So, yeah. Some of you may already know that I was gonna review this. I just repeated myself there, but whatever. All right. So, yeah. Starting with the actual review. This is definitely like jaller, where it's gonna get negative scores on my on my ratings. And if you don't know, negative scores are for series that are they're so ridiculous, they're so stupid, you just can't help but laugh at them. Or not laugh at them, laugh with them. They're not bad. They're obviously, if you were gonna obviously the animation's bad, but it's not. It's like kind of. It's like it's not meant to really be amazing because it's just like a comedy. So yeah, it's definitely in that vein, just like Jaller. And I will say that I think Jaller is a little bit more funny than this, just by a little bit. And there's one huge problem with this series, and I want to hear. Actually, I'll start with the story, then I'll get into the big. I just dropped something. Sorry if you heard that. Then I'll get into the biggest problem with the series. So basically, the story is basically like Jaw, where we got Takadox and Pridak, who are just and they're kind of like Axon and Jaller from Jaller. I'm gonna be comparing this to Jaller a lot, where basically Jaller is insane and then Axon's just serious, kind of like Squidward and SpongeBob. They're basically like that, and every episode basically starts as saying, Pridak sitting down and being, actually, I forgot to mention, this is a review of season 1, because I've seen a lot of episodes from season 1. I haven't seen every episode, but I've seen a lot of them, but I've seen, I don't know if I've actually seen any episodes from season 2, so who knows. I may do a separate review of season 2 in the future, but, yeah, because I do think season 2 actually has, a bigger kind of finale, because I kind of watched the finale of season 2, and there will be spoilers in this video to season 1. I forgot to mention that. I always forget to mention that. But yeah, every episode just, starts off with Pridak, just today's gonna be a good day. Then Takadox comes in, and then just starts the episode by being stupid. And yeah, if you don't know, Takadox is the stupid one, and Pridak is the kind of the pessimistic one. Yeah, like I said, just like it's really similar to Squidward and SpongeBob in that. In that regard. And yeah, just like Jaller, the episodes, I will say, when it comes to this is definitely closer to the Bionicle lore than Jaller, because with Jaller there's stuffed animals as characters, there's just a bunch of different random things as characters, and they use the Bionicle names, but they don't really compare to the Bionicle lore at all. This kind of does, at some points it does kind of talk about the Bionicle, not really. It's hard to explain. It's closer. It tries to be a tiny bit more, a tiny bit closer. Like for example, Jaller, as in the set, actually makes an appearance in here, and they say how he was resurrected because he came out the previous year. Not in when this came out. I mean, because this series came out in 2013. I mean, in the sets, I made that unintentionally confusing, just like I do it in a lot of these reviews. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it is a little bit closer to the Bionicle lore. Obviously, in the story, Taxidox is he's a mind control, he's mind controlling and stuff. So obviously, Taxidox isn't an idiot in the story. In fact, Taxidox is actually one of my favorite Bionicle characters. Fun fact. And who knows, maybe that'll actually be a video later on. But yeah, Takadox is one of my favorite Bionicle characters because I love just how sly and just kind of and I don't think mischievous would be the right word. sly is a good word, but I don't think mischievous would be the right word. How like I think you kind of get the character that Takadox is in the Bionicle story. You know, you guys know Takadox in the Bionicle story. Yeah, I liked how he was in the story, and he's obviously not like this in the story. And I will say, I think that the way that the Jaller series portrays Jaller as stupid, I would say it's a little bit more entertaining than Takadox here, and that's for one reason. That's the biggest flaw, and I'll get into that. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna get into that right now. The biggest flaw of takadox and pridak is, oh my god, Takadox's voice is so annoying. And I think that's actually I don't know. I know, not think, I know that's definitely the point, like to make his voice annoying. But holy crap! Oh my, they needed to tone it down just to like. I don't think it's quite Jar Jar Binks levels, but he's honestly not that far off. His voice is so so annoying. Oh my god. And that really just, I really couldn't get too invested at times just because I couldn't stand Takadox's voice. And it's kind of like, it's not like annoying where it's like really bad. It's just kind of like, it's kind of just like annoying, but it's like it's like the stupid kind of annoying. It's not like the really bad kind of annoying, but still, it's like Jawler's voice. He sounds stupid, but it's like still, you're able to listen to him fine. Takadox, he sounds stupid, but he also sounds incredibly annoying. I'm sorry. It was just, that was definitely the biggest con. Just Takadox's voice. Oh my god. Like I said again, I know that was probably the intent, but I think Shadowed1 you could have toned it down just a little bit if you're watching this. So yeah, moving on to the animation and presentation. This is kind of just like your standard like home video style series, and I will say that I still think that Chronicles of Biohero did this the best. Like using no stop motion, Chronicles of Biohero did this the best, and I think that for a comedy, that this kind of style of animation is fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's not like, but because I think if you had like really detailed stop motion, then it'd probably just be kind of out of place because the story is just like a comedy. And by the way, I forgot to actually mention this. Um, this is a getting negative scores, and I'll explain how that works when I get to the scoring. But keep in mind that I'm also, if I were to go back, I would change. I'm giving Jaller his scores -2, and I'll explain how that's gonna work. At like when I do the overall scores, or like the overall scoring. But yeah, just keep in mind that Jaller also has negative scores. So yeah, just I'm not like I didn't let's say like I'm not giving Jaller positive and this negative when I keep comparing them and I keep calling them similar. Yeah, no, they both get negative, and that's not a negative. Scores aren't a bad thing. Keep in mind. I'll explain it once I get to overall, which is actually pretty soon. But yeah, the animation and presentation, it's just kind of normal like home video style, and it works. And I will say, I think it actually looks slightly better than Jaller. Like the lighting and stuff here is a little bit better, and just like how like the characters move is a little bit better than Jaller. So I will say the animation. I mean, it's not really actually animation because it's not stop motion, but I mean it is still anime. Now that I think about it, would just like filming. That wouldn't be animation. That would be like video. I just had a realization. Would I even count this as animation? This isn't going against. I keep sounding like I'm against this series. No, I like this series. I really did like this series, but I'm just trying to think. Actually, would this be? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But someone put in the comments if they think like just like home video styles would be considered animation, or if it would just be like video making. So yeah, all right, onto the overall score. So overall, everything I'm actually giving 7 out of 10, or -7 out of -10. And here, I'll explain how negative scores work now. So basically, series like Takadox and Pridak and Jaller are getting negative scores. Like I said, if they're like so ridiculous and so stupid that they're like they're just enjoyable to watch. and it's not. So basically, how it would work is a -10 would be like equivalent to like a normal 10, but it's like this was like really enjoyably stupid. But like a -1 would be like this is really bad and it's just really stupid and it's really bad. And like I said, I'm not gonna like review something if I'm gonna give it like a really bad score. Yeah, because I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to review like a bad animation because everyone animation is something that everyone has to get better at. So I don't want to review someone's animation and call it bad because I want they'll probably get better in the future. So yeah, just so yeah, and the bad scores really you don't have to worry about. But just for preference sakes, like a -10 is like equivalent to a normal 10, but here it's like being shown to show how like enjoyably stupid it is. So here everything's a -7 out of -10 because the story is like it's really similar. The story's similar to Jaw. The story is similar to Jaller, where it's just kind of standalone. And like I said, like Jaller got a 10 out of 10 because I do think that the humor in Jaller works just a little bit better than it does here. But yeah, like I said, oh my god, takadox's voice just had to remove some points because it's not like insufferable, like I said, but it is still a little bit hard. It's still a little bit hard to listen to at times. So yeah, this is getting this is getting 7 out of 10 in story. Event for the animation, Jaller got 6 out of 10 in presentation and animation. And like I said, I think the presentation and animation here is a little bit better than Jaller. So yeah, it's getting 7 out of 10. So overall, 21 out of 30, and that's 1 point lower than Jaller got because I do think it's just a tad bit. Jawler's just a tad bit better, just a tad. But this was still like I said, enjoyably stupid to watch. And I definitely recommend a couple episodes because they are not that long, and they are pretty easy to watch. And if you're wondering what my favorite episode is, it might have been Opposite Day, just because Opposite Day stories are always just really enjoyable to watch. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Like I said, it's enjoyably stupid. And yeah, good job, Shadowed1 I really this series was this story. Yeah, it was fun to watch. Like I said, it was fun to watch. And yeah, so tune in Sunday, guys, for the last video until I go to camp. And I do believe like I said, I'm getting back August, some early time in August. I don't know when. Like some before August 5th, I'm getting back, and I'll make a video. Like the day like before I leave and when I get back to say that I'm back and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.